So, good evening. Welcome to Partwork Show, Classic Routemasters. I can't remember what issue we're on, 104. Right. So, you know this show, loads and loads of technical issues. Unfortunately, Horlicks is not here, possibly running late. He's got little problems of his own involving his computer. Poor old guy was ringing me up a couple of hours ago. Oh, there was a few swear words involved as well. So he hopefully, fingers crossed, he'll join us later on. Now, I've got 3 guests with me tonight. I was going to have one, but obviously with Horlicks being away, we need 3 people to replace him. So the first one, I'm just picking one at random. We've got Bill with Adrian.
Hello, Penny. Yes, hopefully I can help you out tonight.
Yeah, so you are the technical bit where we will technically fail. So hopefully the 2 will balance themselves out.
Yes, hopefully, yes.
Right. Okay, and we have a second guest, which is Dave's Hobbies.
Hello, good evening, Penny. Thanks for having us on tonight. Hopefully we can sort things out between us. Does 3 make a Horlicks?
Almost.
Almost.
Because I got your Christmas present today, so you know, I'm just doing nothing but praise to you. So thank you again for this.
Ooh, I'll have that one in the middle.
10, 12. I can hit the bottle 16 days on the trot now. It's brilliant.
Oh, then, yeah.
They're great. I love the Cure chocolates because, you know, you try to be sensible and you go, should I have chocolate or should I have booze? Now I can go, yeah, I'll have both.
You'll have both, yeah.
I have a third guest. Originally, obviously, I was just going to bring the one guest in, and there's a real, he doesn't know why I brought him in. This guy thinks I brought him in to help with the show. The real reason I brought him in is it's someone who this time last year, I never even heard of him. And obviously I had my little break where I'd moved jobs. And then all of a sudden he was there. He was helping this guy, helping that guy. And obviously he's part of the group. So I welcome him as part of the group, as you do. And we often quote this. We've had our little ups and downs, but every time we have a little down, we come back with a bigger up than we did before. And yeah. I really wanted to end the show with this guy because I can't imagine life without him anymore, which is why I asked him to come on the last show of 2021. And hopefully with still dry eyes, we've got Mark's Mods.
Only just dry eyes. That was lovely, Penny. Thank you.
Not a problem. I haven't told you why I wanted you on the show. I just let you give the impression. It was like, yeah, let's have a guess. We haven't had Mark. Yeah. Bring Mark in, but no, that's the reason why I asked you. As I say, this time last year, I'd never even heard of you, and now I can't imagine life without you.
Yeah.
So
same to everybody.
With that said, let's get to work. Come on.
Yeah.
Right, a little bit of an issue I've had. I've been trying to work on this wiring, and I've not even got as far as it's like, do you get the battery box sorted out before the wiring? Do you get the wiring sorted out? These 3 guys will tell you the amount of swearing I've been doing the last hour trying to sort this out. And I'm still not got the wiring sorted out. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to crack on with it in the show, and then I'm going to have to get the solder iron out. I've got bits of black tape all over the place. I've got bits of masking tape all over the place. I think I am almost there, aren't I, Dave?
Yeah, you're almost there. Yeah.
It was a case of you putting this wire in, now this one's a mess, and then you sort that one out, and that one's a mess. And then at the end, I just went, do you know what? Pull that cable out. Let's just completely ignore it. Boom. Yeah. Suddenly everything came together.
Yeah.
So, to give me a bit of a break right at the start of the stream, who would like to do comments?
I said I would.
Okay. It's one.
Okay, so first one is me. Hello, everybody.
Hello, Mark.
Hello, Mark.
And we've got Andy M. Email. Hi, Mark. Like.
Hi, Andy.
Hi,
Andy.
I won't read the next bit out because it was just me and Andy talking. But we've got Love Minis. Hi, all.
Hi, Love Minis.
Hi, Love Minis.
The internet's a bit quick. I think you had about a 15-minute delay this afternoon, didn't you? It's like we were asking questions, and then she was giving us an answer to a question we'd asked like 15 minutes ago. It was like...
Okay, so we have got Yorkshire Crafter. Hello, everyone.
Hello, Julie.
Hello, Julie.
I'm seeing you since this afternoon.
Yeah. So, hello, dear. And we've got Dave's Hobbies. Hello, friends.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, God, it's just gone down. Right, I'll get there. Right, P40F20. Hi, all. More Routemaster goodness with the Dream Team.
Hi, P40F20.
So,
Hi, P40F20.
And we've got the lovely Christine say, hello, everyone. Hope everyone is well. So, hi, Christine.
Hello, darling.
Hello, Christine.
Hi, Christine.
And we've got Dano Builds. Hello, everyone. So, hello, Dano.
Hello, Dano.
Hi, Dano.
And we've got Verwayne. Hello, all.
Hello, Verwayne.
Hello,
Verwayne.
You a big thank you. Thank you very much for that message you sent me this afternoon. I really, really appreciate it.
And we've got John's Model Making. Evening, all. Evening, John.
Hello, John.
Dave Mack. Hello, everyone. So, hi,
hello,
Dave.
Hello, Dave.
Move my cursor down. We've got Mark Osborne. Good evening, everyone. Hope you're all well.
Hello, Mark.
Hello, Mark.
And we've got Mike Tedstone. Hello, I'm not late.
Hello, Mr. Tedstone.
You must have walked to the dog earlier. We've got David Bassett. Good evening, all. And as you won't be live tomorrow evening, Happy New Year.
Hello, David. Happy New Year to you.
I have a special video coming out to thank everybody for all their help in the last year.
Yeah. We've got also David Bassett says, hi, Adrian, Mr. Technical Director. And Sir Dave say, hope Christine is well.
Hello. Yeah, she's okay. Thank you. Well, at the moment.
We've got Peter Whitlock. Good evening, everyone. Sorry, I'm a bit late.
Hello, Peter.
You're never too late.
And we've got Danielle Boudreau. Hello, all you beautiful peeps. I'll be working and lurking.
I love that.
Hello, Danielle.
Hello.
And
David Bassett. And good evening to Mark and to your good lady, Yorkshire Crafter. Thank you, David.
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 And we've got John's Model Making. Pass me a tissue, LOL. We've got David Bassett. What could possibly go wrong? Well,
exactly.
Anything.
wow.
Anything can go wrong.
And we've got Love Minis. Yes, snowing here.
Oh, heck.
And we've got Alex Demetrius. A lot of thumbs up.
Yes, please, Alex. Thank you.
Thanks for joining us.
And we've got Mike Tedson. Teresa accused me of running the dog around the block so I could be back in time. Not true. And that's the chat.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So, if you remember from last week, we have done up to ish from stage. We basically jumped ahead. We did stage 8 onwards, and we've done the roof panel. So all we've got to do now, the theory was, I was going to get the little bits done off camera that I was going to do. I'm so sorry, I'm hiding behind the bus, but it's already waiting to get on with things. So I was going to obviously resolder the battery box. I was going to get the wires sorted out, and then we could just go straight in with the panel. And I just thought it was going to be a short issue tonight because obviously being the end of the year, we've probably got plenty of things to chat about. I've got fun questions I want to ask a few people, relevant end of years. But the wiring is just not really, I mean, it looks really complex, but it's not even that simple, is it?
No.
So let me switch my camera. I want to give a big thank you to Adrian as well. You can't see this, right? Adrian recommended this little ball joint thing, which enables you to, I've got this flexible arm, and it's pretty good anyway. But with this ball joint thing on the end, it really can get this camera into some really funny positions. And I wasn't going to buy it. I was sort of chatting with him. I'm like, yeah, I don't really need it. It's I can manage all right. I've got these flexible things.
Yeah.
But I said, but then they had them on. They had some kind of lightning offer, and it was like £1 off and £6 for 2. And then I'm thinking, do you know what? I am planning on doing this desk. Maybe I could position them up in the corners or something, and you know they would probably get used. And I've slapped this camera, and it's absolutely amazing. So thank you, Adrian. But that's what Adrian does, isn't it? He recommends silly little looking things.
Yeah, it does.
That's okay, Penny.
So this is what I've got. So I can literally get this into some really weird. And I love this little boom camera thingy thing because I've got this additional light on. And if I bring my overhead light on as well, I think that's fairly well lit up, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you want to go full screen with that?
Just say, you've got it in mind. This is what I'm up to. I've really struggled around here. I've got this because we weren't sure about this clip bit there, connector. We've only masking tape, but I've literally taped wires down, a wire, then another wire in, then let me see, I've got some tape under there, I've got some tape over there. It's been a struggle, but I think I'm just about almost there. But what it now looks like I need to do is this screw hole there has been a problem. Wires tempting to go over there. And obviously I don't need to explain to you what happens if we put a screw through there. So it needs to be carefully taped. You know, I might even stick with this masking tape, to be honest with you.
So long as it holds it down, that's all it needs to do.
The next problem I've got is, see, this all needs to be done before the battery box. But this bit is poking out. So I think the battery box needs to go in next, with this still a little bit of a mess. Then we can tuck that in. Yeah,
behind it.
Yeah. But this battery box, I don't know if it's ill-fitting, but you've got 2 pegs on the bottom. And you need to line those 2 pegs in. You can see where the problems are. You need to line these 2 pegs up, then push it all in, then get that screw secured, and then push all of that in.
Yeah.
Before all of that, I need to solder those 2 wires on. So
I think you do,
what I'm going to do, this wire there, I'm going to just tuck it out of the way with a piece of masking tape, just to sort of give me a better working space.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where it is for now.
No, this is just so that I don't hit it with a solder iron, because I don't want to melt those wires, do I?
No.
So, shall we have a go at soldering then?
Yeah, why not?
No.
So while Penny's doing that, I'll just bring up the chat.
Okay.
So Mark Osborne says, Penny, have you fixed your battery box problem? I think we've just answered that one.
Now.
Yeah.
Right. This wire, I'm going to stick to the wheel to put it that way. If I should forget, can you guys remind me that it's actually going to go behind the battery box?
We'll shout to you, yeah.
Yeah.
So, one thing I think is quite daft is that both of the wires that goes to the switch are red. So that's why last week I've labelled one with an F, and this one should be labelled with a B. Weird code, I know, but the B is for the back and the F is for the front.
Uh-huh.
So all that leaves me to do now is fire up the solder iron, which is still in a box.
To be perfectly honest with you, Penny, I'd solder them differently because I keep switching my bus on every time I pick it up off the base.
I see. Now I lift mine up with the base.
Mm.
And I find that's easier mainly because with these on the base, it's fairly secure, but the way that you pick it up, you naturally are going to tilt it towards you. And the rare occasion when I do over tilt it, it falls into my chest as opposed to away from me.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, now that's just how I pick it up. I mean, obviously, different people are going to do different things.
Yeah.
Right, so bear with me a sec, guys.
So if Penny goes full screen, then Adrian, and then we have the chat brought up.
Yeah. Okay. So got Izzy Harris. Hi there, all. Looking forward to seeing the build. Next time we'll chat it. Be next year.
Hello, Izzy. Thanks for joining us.
David Bassett says it was so cold, even Pepsi wanted to head home after 15 mins outside today.
I don't blame her, bless her.
And Peter Waitlock's got 3 thumbs up.
Oh, lovely. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I've sent Horlicks the link for the StreamYard, Penny, because you might have trouble logging back into StreamYard.
Well, yes.
So I sent it him on Messenger so I can get back in.
Right.
Yeah, come back as soon as you can, Horlicks, and
well, right. So one thing I've got to do that I might come a cropper with, this particular wire is not got a lot of. It's got. Oh, hang on. Where am I? What's happened? Oh, that worried me there. So this wire hasn't got a lot of insulation, so I've got to do a very naughty wire strip. And this is my, and I know Love Minis is watching. She always tells me off for doing it like this.
yeah.
I used to be able to strip wires with my teeth, but I can't anymore.
No, do not want to know. Mind you, the amount of things I used to do with my teeth as a kid. Remember those jawbreaker gobstoppers?
Yeah.
I used to put them straight in my mouth and crunch them. I can't. You know, I cringe just thinking about it now.
I used to do that with aniseed balls.
Yeah.
Oh God, they're hard, aren't they?
Yeah.
I think your teeth are a multi-tool, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are when you're a youngster.
I just think there's nothing wrong with using whatever you've got. Right, so all I'm doing is just putting a little bit of solder onto the wire. And a little bit onto this one.
So I will say tonight, we're actually for the first time streaming to the Routemaster Facebook group.
Yes,
Yeah.
Say, guys, actually, I thought let's chuck it into the Facebook group.
Yeah.
Actually, oh God. You know what? Most of what's on this table today is damageable. you know, where I'm setting up the new table. And the one thing, I've just dropped a bit of solder straight onto the cutting mat. But thankfully it's, where am I? I'm there. It's just cold straight away. Right, so I'm going to try and get this orientated the correct way around. So let's tape the battery box to the bus. There's not really an awful lot of working space. And that's not even nearly long enough. See, it's weird to tape it so it doesn't get in the way, but still also gives you enough room there. I might need some tweezers. Right. You know, I'm not going to have to shove my head in the way.
Okay.
We've got Ian Campbell says, good evening all. Good evening, Ian.
Hello, Ian.
Right, that's going to need taken out of the way as well.
And we've got Geordie Dave. Evening, everyone.
Hello, Geordie Dave.
And I feel sorry for Geordie Dave because they're going into tier 4.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Apparently. I'll tell you what, your comment you made today on one of our chat groups, Mark, was extremely valid. I can hear a beep. Oh, I thought
it's Adrian come back.
Yeah, what you said was when the North has a lot of cases, it's considered a local issue. When London has a lot of cases, it now becomes a national issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
right.
Coming from the South, it's not something, I can't get this in, not something you really give a lot of thought.
Yeah.
Ian Campbell says, so are we. They're going into tier 4.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Not sure if we are or not.
No, Yorkshire's staying in tier 3.
Yeah, could
More
be
or
just for East Yorkshire, I'm not sure.
Apparently, all of Yorkshire staying in tier 3, but the rest of the country more or less is in tier 4.
Yeah.
Well, that's some good news then, isn't it?
No, not really.
Oh, no, sorry. Right, let me rephrase that. If you're in tier 3 and the rest of the country's in tier 4, it means that it's not a total serious problem. I mean, I can't explain it. It's not the same all over the country.
No.
Yeah.
There's a glimmer of hope.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel somewhere in the country. May not be in my part of the country, but it's somewhere. Right. Yeah. So that's on. But what I'm going to do, I'm just going to bend this wire slightly towards me because I'm worried if I put too much solder on there, they're going to make contact.
I was going to say I might arc across a little bit.
Yeah.
So if you could get something in between it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Tweezers. Good old tweezers to the rescue. Right, so Adrian, I need you to do some work for me. Can you remember what screws we screw this battery box in with? And I've lost. Oh, where's the other wire?
I thought it was JP screws.
NP.
Who?
NP. I'll quickly have a look again.
JP screws.
JP.
Yeah, it's on step 3 of the issue 150.
Are those two scores?
Oh, is this one of the, this is this issue, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. Boxing. Right. So again, I'm just taping that battery box, just tucking it out of the way so it doesn't get in the way of.
Right. David Bassett says Bucks has been in tier 4 since before Christmas.
Oh dear.
Dave Bassett also says, hope is the Oxford vaccine being approved for use?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Apparently, that old lady who was the first one to receive the vaccine, she's now had a second dose, hasn't she?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And John's Model Making says, have you any sleeving, Penny, like heat shrink?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, he's just corrected himself in the next comment. Oh, and we have a comment on Facebook from Adrian Langley. Hi on. It's all about crafts and friends.
Hi, all.
I was just seeing which one would actually come up.
Yeah, because we had issues earlier, didn't we?
Yeah.
I think that's connected. So, solder iron completely by the power. Let me move this up. I've actually not got my stand, so I'm being really naughty. So I just need to make sure that the solder iron doesn't drop. So I'm actually going to tape it
Okay.
to the solder iron.
I was going to say we turned it off.
Yes, it's turned off, but obviously, to state the obvious, it doesn't instantly cool down.
Yeah, 10 minutes is certainly right, won't it?
Yeah. So what I've done is I've just moved the solder iron on the other end of the table. You know the end of the table? Oh, you can probably see it over there. And I've just put a bit of tape around. So
Yeah.
right. So let me get some. Oh, please don't tell me I've blocked. No, I haven't. Right. So let me get my screwdriver. I'm just finding some JP screws.
Okay. You need 4, Penny. 2 for the top, 2 for the bottom.
Oh, it does go in at the bottom, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. Lovely.
I've only put mine in at the top for now in case there is any electrical problems down the line.
Yeah, I am planning on testing these electricals.
Yeah.
Now, I am fairly religious anyway. Don't mind admitting that. But I have been extra religious today. I've been doing lots of praying. This is all going to work.
Ooh.
Well, it's paying off so far, Penny.
So far, it's all well. To be honest with you, things started to happen as soon as you appeared, Dave.
Oh,
So maybe you are the Messiah.
maybe. Who knows?
You are definitely the Messiah of the Routemaster world, as far as I'm concerned, anyway. I don't doubt that there might be someone who knows more than you, Dave, but.
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt, there is, yeah.
I said the other day, if Dave does a live stream and he doesn't have some sort of Routemaster in there, I'm travelling east and going to check his temperature that night.
Right, so the way I've figured this out, I'm trying to keep these wires loose because they do seem to come out very easily. So I've got the bottom bits of the battery. Oh, hang on. Yes. There's this bit to sort out next.
Yeah, you've wired towards the right on the wheel to sort out as well, Penny.
Yeah, no, I'm doing that bit after. I've worked out for mine anyway. I need to get the battery box in first, but I'm only putting one screw in.
Okay.
Let me explain what I figured out. So, but I am putting this screw in. No, I'm not putting that screw in because that screw isn't going in right. Right, don't use a ratchet screwdriver for this bit. Because you can't undo the screw.
No.
So, purple Oreo to the rescue. Right, so let's try again. So, I'm still not happy with wires being shoved in over the circuit board, but
Yeah, that's one of the problems it has, really.
it just doesn't feel like good practice to me. Right, so screwdriver ready. So if you have not got a magnetized screwdriver, I would really recommend you get
Got Adrian saying hi on the Routemaster Facebook group.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
And David Bassett says, but he's been a very naughty boy, with apologies to Monty Python and the Life of Brian.
Right. I said I was only putting one screw in, but it's actually not connected into there at the bottom.
Yeah.
So that's why I put 2 screws in. Obviously, if we put that screw in later on. There we go. That will sort itself out. Right.
It will.
Now, this that I've taped out of the way. Sorry, guys. I didn't realise the camera had slipped downwards.
That's okay.
I do apologise. Right. This that I taped out of the way, I am now going to tape out of the way around the back. This wire was supposed to go in there. However,
Yeah.
there. I'm wondering if that will tuck into there. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Look underneath it.
It's going underneath.
Just be careful when it comes out on your framework, Penny, so that it's not trapped behind your framework.
Behind the battery box. So that is now being taped behind the there. Keep that out of the way. Right. So now we've got the battery box in. We now want to push. Do you know what? Actually, that's gone in. That's kind of gone in by itself.
Okay. What I was going to suggest, Penny, is that you try your frame.
Yes, that was exactly what I was about to reach for. Now, the problem I've had with this frame, or not really a problem, but what I've noticed, let me move this back a little bit.
Okay, somewhere there.
So, if you just pop this on, like that, there it doesn't connect and it won't go in. You've got to kind of put that bit in first.
Yeah.
Just with mine, yours might be different. Right, so the 3 danger points I can see is here. Why am I?
Right.
Oh, you guys can't see it. I do apologise. You can see why this camera bit is invaluable. So there's a there's a screw going to go in there.
Yeah.
Going to go in there.
Yeah.
A screw going to go in there, and not so much, but this one there. So
yeah.
These are 1, 2, 3. Now I've helped keep that one out with the help of this black tape.
Yeah.
One I now know is clear. However, I'd like to try and. Right. Also, another thing that I did before I did the stream, you had a couple of wires that were coming from above. If I can emulate it. And these wires, that you see there, that's awkward. What I do is if you just kind of bend that a little bit like that, and then shove it under the chassis, so it goes between the upper chassis and lower roof. Once it's in, you can kind of thread it in.
Perfect, yeah.
And that worked. I can't get it back in now. There you go. That worked. You see how that's nice and tidy out of the way?
Yeah.
Right. Now, in there, you can see like there is absolutely tons of room. So if you bunch your wires, that's where you want to bunch it. There's a surprising amount of space here. So I'm now not liking that clip, but I think I can just, let's put a bit of tape over, shall we?
So that method you've used there, Penny, with the wires coming down the side of the bus, behind the upper deck roof panels, that is we've got Steve Owen to thank for that method there.
Right.
Because Steve Owen, he sort of found that one out.
Be part of the instructions, was it?
No, it wasn't part of the instructions. No, the instructions said we had to tape them to underneath the upper deck floor.
That's right.
And then Steve Owen actually found out that method there worked out a lot better.
Well, of course it does. Look how much. So basically, what the instructions have said is, you see that big, massive area there with tons of space. Completely ignore it, and let's shove your wires somewhere else instead.
Yeah.
Right. That grey wire there has come straight across the wires there, which is a concern. So, stop, check.
Yeah.
It really doesn't matter how many times you dry fit this, does it?
No, it doesn't. As long as you get it right.
Oh, do you know what? There's actually a surprising amount of space in there, so long as the screw holes clear.
Yeah.
So I think I'm happy with that. So screw hole there, Claire. Screw hole there, Claire. Screw hole there, Claire. Screw hole there. So the last thing I've got to do is where I've been bunching this wire up in the side. If you look at the front, there's all the wire hanging out.
Yeah.
Last week was I fed all the wire up tight, pulled it through here, and then as I needed the wire there, I fed each individual wire back. And this is the excess slack. But because of the amount of space we have in there, it's really not a problem. Do we need these tapes anymore?
For the rear things, yeah.
Yeah, you do for the rear.
Need. Okay, not a problem. Right, so I'm going to try and be a Horlicks. Is that fair to say that when he's not here?
Yeah, why not? Yeah. But I mean, I was going to say, while you're doing that, can Matt bring up the chat?
Yeah. Right, David Bassett, not quite dizzy cam, Penny.
No, I'm trying to avoid the dizzy cam.
We've got Stephen Owen. Hi all, just joined and I hear my name.
Oh,
yeah.
Would you like to come and join us? You are more welcome to.
Steve Owen says hi everyone and good evening.
Good evening, Steve.
And Lucas 1945 says what I did, I drew with a pencil the inside of the frame, then you can see where the wires can be fixed.
Yeah, that's a good idea, David, actually, yeah.
So yeah, when I say doing a Horlicks, what I actually mean is trying to be really neat and tidy. So I'm going to use this as my slack. So I'm just going to pull that wire through there, and in the absence of electrical tape, I'm just going to use this masking tape. Once that panel is on, this masking tape pops. It really won't matter.
No.
And then I'm going to pull this through tight. Not tight. Taut, I think, is the word I'm looking for, aren't I?
Yeah.
I've probably done too much there. Now I've done too little. Right, so I'm just going to take this up. And then we can see at a glance which wires have got more slack than others. So those can be tucked. Oh, I don't know. Yeah. Right. So let's put. I know this looks awful, but it's so that we can tidy it away. So.
Steve Owen says, okay, send me the link and I'll fire up the laptop. So I've sent him the link.
One could, that would be, we're always happy. I mean, well, the reason we mentioned Steve's name is because he's probably just saved me about half an hour's worth of work on this, hasn't he?
Yeah, if not more.
If not more. So, right, let's thread that through there. And then we'll pull up the slack through here. No, that's not going to go. Okay, that was a good idea in theory. Right, so And I like this because the wires aren't tight. You don't know what's happening to wires if you're putting them tight, do you?
Yeah.
That's gone a little bit low again. So what do you guys think to that?
Nice.
I think that's lovely, isn't it? That's not
Yeah.
not pulled straight, but it's not so loose. You can pretty much follow the path.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a mess down there, but
It doesn't matter. It's going to be in between the frame before much longer.
right. So I've got a couple of wires down here to just tuck in neater, and these are the power wires. I deliberately kept them loose because they scare me because they come off too tight already. So I think I'm going to switch to my tweezers.
Have you taped them down round the corner, Penny?
What? There or there?
No, on the corner, yeah. Have you...
I haven't taken down because I'm focusing there. I'm now going to do another dry fit with this panel.
Yeah.
And I'm still happy. Now,
Good. That top joint's out, but yeah.
Me and you, I think we're telepathic, aren't we?
Yeah.
Right. So up to there, what I've not covered up, I'm happy with.
Yeah, it's perfect.
So holding this down, I can now start to remove the masking tape that's holding these back wires up. So I can let them free. If you love them, let them go. If they love you.
So, I was going to say temporarily tape your frame on if you want.
Would that work? I could think a little bit.
Yeah, but it's easy to put the rain shield on that window if the frame's off.
Right.
Peter Whitlock says, now that you've repaired the battery box, Penny, do you want to test everything works?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Probably is a good idea. But can I just take this little bit down here? Let me remove my frame. Right, so I've now bunched the wires there, but I've bunched them with the frame on.
Yes.
So the only worry, I am going to use a bit of this black tape, even though it's a bit naff as electrical tape.
Yeah.
Better than the masking tape. It's not awful, it's just not good. Right, and I'm going to just...
Okay, I've got news on Horlicks.
You've got news?
Yeah, so he's saying thank you to Dave, me and Adrian for stepping in for me. Having a mare, Windows just installed now, need to install and set up everything again.
Okay.
Okay, so we're heading forwards.
Yeah, we're all right.
I thought you might want to hear that update on Horlicks, Penny.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm just currently trying to locate the batteries.
You want triple A's as well, Penny?
Yeah, I know. I've got a feeling these. Yeah, I don't know why I'm looking at these. These are double A's. Right, so what have I got that requires triple A's that might have batteries in them?
TV remote?
TV remote. Had a TV remote, I could. I know one area I can get some batteries from. Landlady won't be very happy. But that's the heating. Yes. Right. Okay. I have a TV remote. This is live for a Partwork builder, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kids are just settling down watching TV. Sorry, guys, I'm commandeering the remote control. Right, shortly, I'm just going to go and raid the heating remote control.
Okay.
Bit more chat. John Dave says Newcastle 0, Liverpool 0 half time.
Oh dear.
Chris Camplin, hi everyone.
Hi Chris, happy birthday, man.
Yeah, and he says happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, Chris. And Fleetwood J, hi all. Hope everyone is okay and good luck with your build, Penny.
Hi, Fleetwood J. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. Right, hopefully Penny won't be too long.
No, hopefully
dear.
Penny won't be too long. So,
Mike Tedstone says take batteries out of the R2D2.
Oh, yes.
Probably in a box somewhere though. Probably
yeah,
not
could
battery.
be, yeah. There's about 30 boxes over that way, and you can take your pick.
Well, you
Yeah.
see, with batteries, we have a house supply of batteries, and I have my own supply of batteries.
Right.
Because
That's
when
what-
the kids were young, I'd never have any batteries because everything was battery powered.
Yeah.
So I'd need some double A's or triple A's quick, and it's like, where have they gone? Oh, I needed them for my remote control car.
Yeah.
Well, can I just borrow one so I can do the remote? No, the remote control car's run out of batteries. Oh my word.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
I've got 2 batteries here that are claim to be AAAs, but they're not.
No, they're not.
No.
How strange!
Yeah, very strange.
I just went. I need to raid the heat. And she went, oh, I've got some batteries in there. I went, lovely. She said, help yourself. I went, fine.
Well, Mike Tedstone said, what about you reading your R2D2?
Ah, that's where they are. Yeah. All I got to do now is figure out where the R2D2 is. Right.
Well, that's what we thought.
Now, if I remember rightly, I have to press something to switch it on, don't I?
No, you have to switch the switch underneath.
No. Yes.
Yeah. And then go into the cab.
Yeah.
Okay. And press your buttons.
Nothing works.
Have you got your switch the wrong way around?
I've tried both directions.
Excuse me.
Right, you did so to the middle pin and the back pin, didn't you?
Middle and front pin.
Middle and front pin, right, okay. So the basic switch needs to be forwards.
Right, okay. So, well, could be dead batteries.
Could be.
Could be any number. I mean, everything's gone. Nothing at all works.
Right.
So, that suggests to me that someone's just joined us.
Steve-O's joining us. We've got Chris Davies World says, hi all, happy birthday, Chris.
Hi, Chris Davis.
Mike Tedstone says, or the cuckoo clock, whoever's that is. And we've got Chris Camplin, we use all rechargeable now.
Right. Hi, Steve.
Hello, hello.
Hi, Steve. Thanks for joining us. I really appreciate
No probs. I just thought I caught stairs. It's pretty cold. I know it's like you're around your way, but
Yeah, freezing. Yeah, freezing.
So I thought, well, I'm coming along. I thought I'll do a bit of modelling. I'm getting very close now to finishing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, looks really nice.
Front ends now and windscreens in and all that. So I thought I'll just switch on because I sort of thought I'll join you early. And as soon as I switched on, I went, I'll have to thank Steve. I was like, way! I just thought popped in the right time.
Right, so we are. Ah,
What's wrong,
Is it
Penny?
right?
I've lost this connection as well.
Right.
You know what? I think I'm just going to get some wire and replace it.
Yeah.
I've only got thick wire though. Right. Oh. There's enough. There's not even any solder there. It's the tiniest dab of solder on there. Right, okay. No.
We've got Chris Davies World. I like how the chat is different colour when highlighting.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah.
You have to have it on the bubble setting though.
Yes. Oh, that's interesting. Normally they have a little hole on the connector. Oh, well. Right, so I'm going to have to get the solder iron out again.
Yeah,
Of course, now that it's gone cold, I've got to wait for it to go hot.
of course.
So I'll be with you in a couple of minutes, guys.
That's fine.
Oh, I'm not having a lot of luck with this. Mind you, I'm not doing too bad. I mean, Chris Davis, was it your battery box that completely needed replacing?
Yeah, I do believe it was his battery box, wasn't it? But yeah.
And mine. I think Horlicks is the only one that really didn't have any issues with electrics.
Yeah. I mean,
So that's just Horlicks, isn't it?
two of these, well, yeah, two of these resoldering jobs is to do with the fact that I caught it badly, and I might actually have broken this one now. There's hardly any solder on these joints. In fact, it probably would have been better if they'd have given us the kit. It said, you know, get on with it.
Yeah.
So let me just put in the busy can again.
Chris Davies says that's cool. I think he's on about the chat.
Yeah. Ah. Well, it's time for a break. It's time for a caramel wafer.
Who's supplying the caramel wafers tonight?
I've got caramel wafer.
I've got about 7 caramel wafers.
Well,
So have I.
I supplied them last week, so I think.
And 48 Caramac bars.
Yeah.
Caramac. Oh.
Let me just change the angle to passing of the Caramacs.
Okay. Well, it'll have to be caramel bars, not Caramacs. But I'll pass mine to you, Penny.
Okay.
It's coming now.
Oh,
Have you got it? There we are.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It worked better last week, didn't it? I was expecting.
And I'll pass mine to Dave.
Okay.
Ready?
Oh, thank you very much, Mark.
What you're supposed to do was put your hand, and as you put your hand, and then go, whoa.
Do you want one, Adrian?
No, I'm fine, thank you.
Okay.
Whoa. Sorry. Just.
We'll pass one to Steve, but I don't think it'll go down that way.
I actually bought some for Christmas Eve, but I'm afraid they're that good. I actually ate them all.
Oh, man.
They are that good.
Little chat. Chris Davies World says, Penny, how are you finding the new place so far?
Yeah, it's to be honest with you, I don't often say this, but Christmas and New Year has been a bit of a pain in the bum because we're getting on with things, but I'm working out what wood I need to get on with the next stage. And now that I've figured out what the next stage is, the wood yard is shut till the 4th of January.
Oh no.
So I can't get on with that element. But we just figured out today. I was going to pocket hole join the bits of wood together, and I started drilling this pocket hole, and all it was doing was making the wood smoke. It wasn't strong enough to get through, and so I kind of gave that one up as a bad job. And then I watched a video online about 5 times on how to do manually without using a jig pocket hole joinery. And I actually attempted, I'm going to show you actually. It's not pretty, and I can't find it. Adrian, what did I do with it?
I'm not sure, Penny, at the moment.
You know I ain't got a clue either.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. This might be.
Mike Tedstone says, see, you can pass bars through the screen. Why didn't you pass the batteries? Not that good. Jody Dave says, have a break, have a caramel wafer.
Yeah.
And Chris Davies says, LOL, I love that passing. One day we'll have to reveal, won't we, about the caramel wafer joke.
Yeah, we will one day.
One day.
Yes!
Oh, what's that?
I hadn't fitted the battery box because I didn't know if it was working. Right.
Yeah.
That. Is there a switch for the lights?
Should be. Yeah, your lights are on.
Right. My top deck is, of course, my top deck isn't. Oh, it's not plugged in.
You need to go around the back and plug that cable in.
Yes, I know how to plug it in, Mark. I was just.
I'm just reminding you.
No, and then my first worry was that, it's like the old thing. Is it? It's not working. Have you got it plugged in? Have you tried switching off and on again? Right. Well, it wasn't actually plugged in, so it wasn't ever going to actually work, was it? Right. No. So there's my indicators. There's my tail lights and
number plate light.
It's not working brilliantly, but
yeah, I can see them. Yeah, I can see them.
Yeah.
All right. Upper deck lights. Now I'm trying to plug oh, hang on. What's this one then?
That might be that's another LED. That's your number light.
Yeah.
Why is it not on? Oh, it is on. No, it's not on. So why is that not working?
No, that's in that the light for the destination line side.
The destination blinds it comes on with, so it's a switch in the cab, top of the roof of the cab.
Ah, okay. So I have to find said switch.
Yeah.
Is it in the front corner or is it in the back corner? Oh, okay.
And you always end up hitting the switch that makes a noise on the bus, the engine noise.
Can't find them. I can't find them, but right, I got a headlight bulb out.
Oh no.
Bugger.
It's prototypical, isn't it?
No. Oh, it's very, very dim. No, it slipped out.
It's popped out of its holder.
It's popped out because it's illuminating under the bus more than through the headlight. Right. Okay, I might be able to sort that one out. It might need some bendy woovy tweezers of some description. Right. I can't find this bloody switch in the cab. I can't remember where it is.
Cab roof.
Yeah, whereabouts in the cab roof?
Towards the front of the other side of the window. Up.
You mean
driver's side cab window facing the bonnet.
Yeah.
You mean the most awkward place to reach in the cab?
Yeah.
Roughly where the driver's head would be when you fit when that driver's gets fitted.
Roughly where the driver's head will be.
So to where the driver's head is to the left.
I can't find it. Right, driver's head to the left.
Upwards.
Yeah, I'm actually
in the cab roof towards the window.
Oh, I just found something. No, that's the engine noise.
That's the start of the next one on is the
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
So, this is working.
Yeah.
I'm not touched my panel on the roof because I know how a lot of people are having trouble, but there it is working.
Yeah. Where's the other one?
And the front destination blind is rather pathetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it works.
Yeah.
So,
and what about the one that's in the back?
What, this one?
The side one.
Side destination.
Side destination one.
What side in?
Over Of the entrance.
Yes, that's working. I'm not going to manipulate the camera around though.
Okay, and the stairs light.
Stairs lights.
That could be not connected at the moment, Dave.
Just moving it. You know what I'm like with that stuff. No.
It might be connected.
Right, Penny, the other side corner, the wire coming down
Oh, hang on.
on the
Sorry.
roof section.
Hang on. Right, roof section.
The other side, there should be a cable coming down from the lights at the top.
Hang on, I've not connected the upstairs. I've not connected the end cable, so that might not work.
Right, you might have to turn your electric off first.
Oh God, that ain't gonna fit.
You get a bigger cable in a future issue.
You're gonna need it.
I'd have thought you'd have it somewhere.
Oh,
Don't you get it in 109 when you put the back frame on?
I thought it was 103, but I've forgotten.
No, I'm sure it's 109.
okay. Well, we're not that far yet.
No.
That we go in. Can I feed some more food? So that stairwell is part of the end cable.
Yeah.
I've got an extension already.
Yeah, you get another one.
So will this be removed and replaced, or will it be on top of this one?
You remove the extension cable and put another one on.
Right, okay, that's fine then. So I can put this battery box in now, can't I?
Yeah.
Your bells are working as well, aren't they?
Oh, I haven't checked those.
On your platform.
Yeah, because I right. Oh, I got my right. So the bell nearest the back. That's that one, and the conductor's bell. I can't reach. Perfect. So everything's working apart from that front headlight slip out, which is a shame. But
That happened to me, Penny, with my bus.
yeah, did you manage to get it back in?
Yeah, when a bit later on when you get it on its side,
Yeah.
for putting your adverts on and what have you, it's a lot easier to get to if you have the bus lid on its side with the underneath facing you, and so you can get a light into just where the gap is between the wheel arch and the wheel.
Yeah.
And you can then manipulate it with some very tiny tweezers, the bulb back in the light. But yeah, that happened to me.
Just out of curiosity, did anybody find this an absolute breeze? Or really genuinely?
No.
if you did.
No.
No, it's not. It's
No.
not a breeze.
Fighting with all them cables wasn't a breeze.
No.
So fitted the battery box on the sides, but not underneath. So to continue the theme of lots of testing, I'm switching it on, and I hit the light switch. There we go. And everything looks like working as it did before.
Yeah.
So you can't turn those lights off, can you? Yeah. Right. So,
Yeah, you've got to turn them off.
right. So that's off. So I'm going to remove the batteries. I will put the battery back in when we fit the. Basically, I'll be testing it every stage. Right. So I think we're ready to put the side panel. Let's do a quick dry test on the side panel to continue the theme again of lots of dry testing.
Right, I'm just looking through the magazine, Penny, and we've done step 3.
Yes.
You've step 4 to do next.
Right, okay. Let me just, can I just take about a 20-second break?
Yeah, of course you can.
My instructions. I've actually,
Okay. Go on, Penny.
I've actually kind of gone, we're on 105, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, 105.
I've
If you want to
got
catch up,
pretty
I was going to
much,
say, if you want to catch up with the chat, Mark, and then
Yeah, it's just a couple. Chris Davies World says, wow, bus has come alive.
yeah.
And he also says, next stop, please, LOL.
Any more fares, please?
so we're on stage 4, aren't we? I think you said.
Step 4 of issue 105, yeah. And
Yeah.
step 4 is fit the rain shield 104B supplied with the previous issue. Hence the window frame 102D. In the right rear wall frame 102A. Fixed in place with 4 red BP screws.
Okay. So if I remember rightly, because I've got some F1s and F2s, the rain shield that we're after is the F1, which I guess was meant floor 1, floor 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you've got a little note on your bus there, haven't you?
There. This is the window winder.
Yeah. I was just going to mention that after you got that screwed on.
Right. Okay. So this is my side panel. As you can see, 4 little screw holes there. So
Yeah.
that's
So there's 4 red BP screws.
right. I've got about. Sorry, this isn't the best angle for you guys to see, but I thought as I've already got the camera down there, there's me
Yeah.
about 100 of them
Yeah.
in the bag, which means good things yet to come. That was meant to be a gentle tap just to release them onto the table. Turned out to be a massive tap to shoot them all over the place. 1, 2, 3. I think this is the one. So it's the first one I've got to be careful of. I can't see, can you?
That's okay.
So, ooh, gone into that angle.
Nice and steady, Penny.
Yeah, you know what? I think I've got the wrong size of the screwdriver head. So, let's see what that one is. So, PHAA, that's more fun, doesn't it? Right. So I just put that one in almost all the way, or what I think is almost all the way. Right. So seems to be screwed. So we do get spares, don't we? But I'll try not to lose them. Right. So I'm going to put the opposite corner in.
Anyone remember the days when we used to do simple issues like a tyre?
Yeah.
You know what? This is karma, really, isn't it? Because I've got to be honest with you. I did whinge when we got those deals. I really whinged. And now it's come back to bite me on the bum.
Yeah.
You know, it's when we got the first tire, and it's like, you know, well, actually, I seem to remember a conversation with Kevin Kilford. And I said, oh, well, you know, and he goes, you know, there's 6 wheels. I completely forgot there were 6 wheels on the bus.
Yeah.
I always thought there was 4. But yeah, there's 6.
Yeah.
Oh no, you've just added 2 extra issues. Right.
Well, there's 7, isn't there?
Well, yeah.
The steering wheel.
Yeah. Right. So that is not moving. So I'm going to call that one. Sorry, the light's not brilliant, but I need this light because I'm going to be as a bus. Right, so are you happy with that?
Yeah, the only thing I'm not happy with now is the fact that you've got to have your window winder in before you go any further, I do believe.
Yeah, sorry, I completely forgot. Again. Right, so this is my window winder, and all we do is, assuming this is the correct one, I like the way I put it.
Are you having your winder at the front or at the back?
Yes, thanks for that. This is why we have you, Dave. Would you remind us? Now, obviously, that was a deliberate mistake, just to try and catch you out.
Just to see if we was awake.
Yes. Well, you know, after eating heavy caramel wafers, you know, go asleep a little bit.
Oh, come on, Dave. I've built 3 of these. He probably knows the instructions in his sleep.
Not quite.
One. That's okay. I think I'm happy with that.
Well, actually, I've only built 2 because Chris built the other one, didn't she?
Yeah.
So are you semi-happier now?
Yeah. Be a bit happier if you took that bit of tape off as well.
You are fussy.
Oh, like you leave it on there. Somebody might discover it in about 50 years' time.
Was it someone stuck a stick on one of their panels?
Yeah, Steve did.
It was Steve.
I did.
Yeah, I want to do that. You know, am I famous enough to put a little signature on and say "Built by Penny Blake"?
Yeah.
And you know, and then you can imagine, like in 50 years' time, I got this red bus. Yeah, but is it a genuine Penny Blake?
I think that was my idea, wasn't it, about putting a little bit of something on the frame?
Yeah.
Yeah, because before Steve-O met me, he had money in his bank account. Then I kept on coming up with all these ideas.
Yeah.
He's like, my engine doesn't work on the Routemaster. Whoa, why don't you get a sound box, Steve-O, and do your own?
And then everybody followed then.
Yeah, there's this screwdriver that works really well.
Oh, yes.
Okay, Penny, are you ready for step 5?
I am as ready as I can be. Do you know, I'm looking at this. The fact that it's so messy is actually so good. It looks an absolute mess, doesn't it? But it's perfect.
Yeah, but soon it's going to look superb.
I'm just seeing Sharpie. I am looking for a pen to sign it.
Okay.
Okay. Right. Next stage.
Right. So, step 5 then is position the right wall framework 102A against the rear right wall of the model. The tabs along the top of part 102A fit into the recesses in the upper wall framework. At the right rear corner, the cables running across part 50C into the recess in the framework 102A at the base of the framework. Screw holes align with holes in the rear chassis frame 16A.
Right. So, yeah, the only thing I've noticed then, as I said earlier on, got to get that bit in first, and then the rest will follow.
Yeah.
Let's see just how good a fit that is. Ready?
So, look at that. Perfect. Yes.
That
Indeed.
was many hours of work just on that bit there, though.
Yes.
I like to be sort of what's the word? Not self-indulgent. Simply blow me on trumpet, but I think I deserve that. The amount of effort I've put into that.
Yes. Absolutely. And it will fit a treat once it gets screwed in as well.
I was going to say, it looks like it's not quite a perfect fit, but I know from experience that as you screw things in, it kind of pulls it into shape, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Yeah, I should do anyway.
As you push this bit comes out. Which
Yeah.
that bit out, but
yeah,
if you do that, yeah, okay, I'm confident.
Okay, so first of all, then, Penny, we need to go to step 6 now.
Yep.
And it says start to fix the rear right wall framework in place using GM screws. There are 3 along the top fixing into the lower deck ceiling framework 74A, and 3 along the bottom fix the right wall framework 102A to framework 101A with 3 FM screws. See the inset. So first of all, then, Penny, it's saying to you 3 GM screws along the top.
3 GM screws along the top. Right. So let me get 3 GM screws. These are big old things.
Yeah.
These are nearly the size that I'm using for my cabin bed.
Yeah.
Right. Where's that screwdriver bit that's far too big? Perfect. Right. So the ones along the top looks like this one, and this one.
That's correct.
That's
So
correct.
Gently apply the middle one first, because that's the one. No, I'm going to do the end ones because when I push that, it pushes this out.
Yes.
So I'm just going to literally, normally GMs or the metal screws, I'm happy to go in with them. But these ones, I'm just going to put them in just enough to bite. I know P40F20 sometimes tells us to just apply all of them. That's struggling to go in. That's better. So that should line this one up and make that one easier. Can you see how it's pulling out at the bottom now?
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. Right. So hopefully, beautiful. Oh, someone's got a loud ringer, haven't they?
Yeah. So that's me, is actually.
The screwdriver is really coming into its own now. Right.
Okay. What I suggest you do now, Penny, before you do tighten them all up,
Yeah.
is you put the 3 bottom GM screws in.
This one that I've already tightened. Might as well mind out.
Yeah, just a little.
So that's loose. So all 3 of those screws are in. Look, you can see they're in, but they're not tight. Right, so the next 3 then.
3 along the bottom.
So this is one of the concern screws.
Yeah.
Which I can actually see in, and I can see there's no wires there. And
it's
there and there.
That's correct.
That's correct.
Is that the 3 screws?
Yes.
Right, that explains why I can't find the 4th one then.
Yeah, they're 3 GM screws again.
So, again, I'll put these all in just enough to bite. So,
Peter Whitlock says it's not being self-indulgent, it's giving yourself a pat on the back.
Yes, absolutely, Peter.
I had an old bot. I mean, I've always suffered. I say suffered. I've always had quite a low value. The self-esteem has been quite low, and he used to say to me, "You do really good work. You need a little bit more arrogance, but not so much that you're an arrogant sod."
Yeah.
And I've always remembered that. And, you know, sometimes you need to say to yourself, yes, I've just done a really good job there. And I can be proud of myself if no one else is.
Yeah.
Right.
So once you've got them three in loosely,
yeah.
The next three you have to do is coming down the centre there,
Right.
and there are 3 FM screws. So that's fixing the frame towards to the other piece of frame.
So I've got 2 bags of FM screws. One's got a single one in. So I'll just pick this one up and that bag up. And then 2 more out of this bag. I don't know if you can actually see me. Because of the position of my light and the cameras and the bus, I actually cannot see the monitor. So if you guys see me, please don't be frightened to say.
No, we can see the bus perfectly, Penny, and what you're doing.
Care about me, you just want to see the bus. You know, I like the show and you don't even want to see me. Right, so I think the FM is one there, which is where the is joining the other one. And this one which will interlock, and this which will interlock.
That's correct.
That's correct, yeah.
That screw looks like it's got a load of muck on it. Like someone dragged it through a puddle. Right, let's go for one this time. Just because. Oh, I forgot to say actually. Oh, that's gone in rather loose. Right, these 2 GMs. They were difficult to get through. It's like it's like the hole is just ever so slightly too small.
Yes.
And it kind of cuts this piece of framework.
Yeah.
Then it keeps on going through and then into the actual chassis.
Yeah.
Right. And this one is very similar. Wow.
And then what I suggest you do from there, Penny, is you tighten all them 9 screws up.
Okay, let's go. Shall we go in the order we put them in then? So this middle one, which is the concern one for me, because that's where there was a little bit sticky out the lump. But that really has gone flush.
Yeah.
I'm doing these as tight as I can.
Well, yeah, within reason, yeah.
Now, I did have a little bit of a worrying crack there. I don't know if you heard it.
Yeah, it's fine.
I think that was just the panel popping in. No. Cool. You get a lot of turns, don't you, before it's fully tightened?
Yeah.
And then you get a lot of turns where you think it's tightened.
Yeah. Have you got some more chat, Mark?
Yeah, I have. Jolly Dave says, I'm like that, Penny. P40F20 says, yes, you've done a good job, Penny.
Yeah.
And we've got hi from Andrew Jones.
Hi, Andrew.
Hi, Andrew. How are you?
Hi, Andrew.
Oh, right, so that's the first screws in. And I don't think I can get them any tighter. So then we'll do this one. I am supporting this from the other side as well.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
As you can see my hand there. So obviously, we're having to.
Sound went there a minute, Penny.
Oh, am I still there?
Yeah, you're still there, but your sound went. Yeah, we can hear you now.
Because I'm behind the bus. The microphone is literally behind the near side window at the front.
Right, yeah.
The offside. So
okay.
Just talk a little bit louder and a little bit higher up.
Yeah, and then you'll be all right. Now, I have a little concern, but it could be trickery of the camera. And I want you to check it before you go any further.
Yeah.
So up that center joint to the very top goes up there. Is that sticking out?
There's a little tiny bit sticking out. But
okay, I haven't
screw up yet.
Okay. So just be mindful of that, is that if that sticks out, your panel won't sit flush.
Right, so it got to be flush with this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what? From this angle where I'm standing, it actually looks no better than before. If you feel it with your hand,
It's a lot better.
there is a very, very slight. Let me get a piece of paper.
It looks better than it was to me.
Yeah. You might be able to put a file to that.
Yeah. No, look.
Yeah, it's hardly anything at all. So a little light rub over with a file and will do that perfectly.
It'll all be covered, won't it, by panel?
Yeah, yeah.
So,
But if that was quite a ridge, that would cause you a problem.
yeah. I mean, there is a ridge there, as you can see, but it is
It's probably the thickness of the paint.
that thick. That is
Yeah.
how thick it is.
Yeah,
Because if I place that next to it and then rub it,
yeah,
feel any ridge at all. It is literally,
yeah.
this comes on thick.
Super.
That's worth going with then.
Yeah. So all you need to do is tighten the rest of them up.
Yeah, which could pull that in a bit more.
Yeah, might do.
You know how I think oh God, my screwdriver's playing up.
Andrew says, I've got my bus pass this week as I am 66 tomorrow.
Oh, happy birthday to you, Andrew.
God, do you remember when we were doing these plastic walls? And a lot of people were complaining about how weak and flimsy it is.
Yeah.
And we were all saying, don't worry, it will strengthen up. And it has. I mean, it really is solid.
Yeah.
Solid.
I think Chris Davis used to sing that quite a lot, didn't he?
But they do wrong.
Right, I have stripped a bit of the paint off there, but that's all underneath, isn't it?
Yeah, you won't see that.
Right, let me just double check these screws.
Okay.
Do not believe I can get these pins tied. Oh, that one. Right, and that. Do you know, I've just convinced myself that that's even. I'm convinced that that's just gone in a little bit more. I don't think it'll be a problem, but if it is a problem, we know how to fix it.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to do anything about it yet until it's a problem. Don't fix what isn't broken. Wow.
No.
Wow. So compared to how it looked pre-stream,
Yeah.
pretty amazing.
Right. Well, you haven't finished yet.
Oh, what?
You've got 7 yet, haven't you?
Okay, so more screws.
Yeah. So to complete the fixing of the frame, 102A, use 8 JP screws to fix it to the side walls 50C and 49B.
Right, so 8 JP screws.
Yeah.
Right, so I'll find. Oops, sorry, it's a little bit earlier because I just knocked it.
Okay.
Shaky. Right, so I have no bag of JP screws. However, I think I might have enough in there.
Yeah.
So 8 we need.
8, yeah.
Right. So right.
And not forgetting, of course, that these are JPs and they're going into plastic. So nice and steady with these.
Right. So I think it's going to be hard to locate JP's pointing to them.
Yeah.
Try and use this is more for illustration purposes. I'm going to try and put cocktail sticks in. Just
Okay.
out to you.
We could probably do with the camera lifting a little bit.
I was actually doing it as you said that. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So let's have a look. So we've got JP screws there. One.
Yeah.
I don't think these pointy cocktail sticks are very good for this particular purpose.
Right, so Peter Whitlock says, by the time the outer panel is attached, the frame screws may benefit from a further tightening.
That's correct.
A lot of bus drivers will get this one, Mike Ted Stone, so you're becoming a twirly.
A twirly. Yeah.
And Natasha Oliver says, hi, Penny and all.
Hi,
Natasha.
Hello.
Hi, Natasha.
Hi, Natasha.
1, 2, 3. Can you see these okay? Yes.
Yes.
Right. 4. 2.
Yeah, a twirly for the bus.
Yeah, you're too early. You're too early.
A twirly.
Oh,
I think Penny's gone quiet again because I think she's away from her.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
7, and I think that's
Yes.
sort of them.
Yes.
Yes.
I've got 8-bit cocktail stick. So check the screwdriver bit. 1. So let's go top corner first. That's actually the difficult one. And this one there, it was like it didn't really want to line up properly.
Yeah.
That's not going in. I think that's gone in. No, that's just freewheeling. Right. That's connecting. Yeah, let's just pop that there. Right, let's see if I can get my hand in, push the plastic pan off from the inside. Yeah, I think that's connecting now. No, it's not. Kind of. Let's do the next one live. Might pull that in now.
Penny, can you just move the camera a little bit more to the left?
Yeah, hang on a sec. This is 2 screws now. It's not connecting. What is that?
Ah, that's better.
Right. It's not connected in 2 places. That would kind of suggest that go out of the one.
It looks a little bit out of alignment, Penny.
Yeah. Right, let's try this one. Ah, that one bit. No, that's not biting.
Just make sure that your hurls will land up if you can.
It's like it's pushing the plastic frame in.
Right.
Okay, let's.
They are JP screws you're using, aren't they?
Hey, JP. Right. Let's try this one. Maybe that'll hold it in if I get that connected. that one's going. Yeah. Right, that's going. So that's really tight. To actually wrench that one, that's going to take a lot of work.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that one's going. 2. Right, so this is another one of those worry ones, wasn't it? We know that that's clear. Right, this back bit then. Go to the back is causing a problem. So,
Yeah, I had a couple at the back end there that was causing a problem with me. And what I found was that once I put the back frame on, they actually seated a lot better.
yeah. I'm just trying to pull this up and the frame down, but
Yeah.
in and whatever I need to do. So out of all those screws, only 2 of them are going in okay. And
Tell you now, when I did my frame, blooming heck, did it set my vertigo off.
Yeah.
So is it the wire still trying to push the frame outwards?
no, it's like the frame is screws aren't lining up. Well, I think that's in something, isn't it? Oh, come on.
On that back corner, Penny, I didn't worry too much because, as I said, the back frame actually screws to that.
Yeah. It's going, but I can't get that into one. Oh, come on. That one's not going anywhere near. Like, it's not popping. It's too low. If that window wasn't in, I could get my hand in and pull it up. Because once you've got these stars, is the right length? They're just not connecting with anything.
Yeah. I think there was 3 of mine at the back that I couldn't tighten up on my East Yorkshire bus.
I've got. What did I put in? I've got these 2 that haven't gone in properly. Aha, we've got a connection there. Right. So we've got 3 in.
Yeah.
So yeah, see that's not going, but when I push the screw in, I can feel
Yeah.
the panel moving.
Would it be worthwhile you going round the other screws, the metal screws again, just to make sure that they're all tight?
They are. They're really, really tight. Yeah.
Yeah, we've got Lucas, 1945. I had my bus pass 15 years, found it very handy. With these apps now, you don't have to stand on the bus stop for long, no charges for parking in town, and get a nice warm bus. Magic.
Yeah.
You see, in winter, I always sat at the back of the bus on the lower deck because you were right up above the engine.
Yeah. Nice and warm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't want to sit there in the summertime.
No.
No.
And you don't want to sit there if there's an electrical fault neither.
No.
or a bit of a leak on the exhaust pipe, on the exhaust system.
Yeah.
They favourite for the exhaust coming up through the back of the seats.
Yeah.
But there are plenty of buses that did that.
Yeah, there was.
There's 5 screws not going in.
I wouldn't worry too much about that, Penny.
If the frame looks straight with the upper deck,
No,
you'd be fine, wouldn't you?
it's
Cast
just
your eye down it and
oh, that one's connected. That one's gone. This is one earlier that wouldn't go in, but I think I've just overthreaded it now. So
it doesn't take much to overthread them.
no, but yet this one is really hard, and you're gonna thread that one.
Yeah.
But if that one's now lifted the bus up a bit, then maybe that one's gonna go. Oh, get in there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very
So
good. So are you 3 out now then? That
I am 3 out and 2 of them right to the back.
yeah, I had exactly the same.
I'm kind of going in slightly downwards
Yeah.
and just keep. Yeah, that's going.
Brilliant.
Right.
Brilliant.
It's a bit low, but it's holding it in. Right.
Okay.
So that's just these 2 back ones to go. But at least if I can get thread, I think you've got to kind of. Well, for me, just keep threading, screwing until it. No, that's not. Yeah. Oh. As long as Patricia doesn't come out. Now I've got to explain that story to 40 people.
Hello, 40 people.
That's my lovely landlady, by the way.
Hello, Penny's lovely landlady.
Hello, I am lovely, thank you.
Really good. We're all lovely as well.
Yeah, she said if she gets too drunk, sometimes Patricia comes out. And Patricia's not so nice. Like, I want to give up on these days.
Yeah, I would. I did mine, and to be quite honest, Penny, the rear frame held it perfectly in place anyway.
Well, we've got 9 screws holding the framework on, but they're just really loose. Oh, there you go. Look, see, I just popped that one out. Now it's somewhere on the floor. Right. I'm going to give it one more go.
Yeah.
You know, if you give up and you go, yeah, I'll give it one more try. Oh, do you know what?
Have you done it?
I don't know. No, but as I push it, this whole lot is moving in.
Yeah.
So it's obviously.
It will go once you get the back frame on.
Yeah, you could leave them until we do the back frame, Penny.
Oh, I think that's just gone in. Now it's come out again. Right. Yeah. Oh, should I just remove those screws then so they're not right?
Yeah, you could do, yeah.
This is where strong magic comes in useful.
So just while you're doing that, Penny, I'm just going to say the next step is step 8. And step 8 is your roof panel. And step 9 is the roof panel. And that means that step 9 is all done because you've done it in a previous issue.
Yeah.
So now we've come to the end of it, of issue 105. And we should be looking at the finished view.
Okay, well, my finished view doesn't quite look the same. Mine's got a bit more masking tape. I can't get the screws out, so I've just put masking tape over the screw holes.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, Pete.
So, yeah. There we go. So let me move my...
And then if you've got a picture of what's coming in next week's issue, and I'll just come back to this, Penny, and then we'll come back to that in a minute.
Yeah.
So coming in next week's issue, issue 106, it's another roof panel is fitted, and we add strips to neaten the edges of the roof panel.
Do you know what? Looking at that, looking at my bus now, it's only one little roof panel, but what a difference.
Yeah.
Are we able to get that view and mine in side by side?
Don't know.
You mean
we need some
There
trickery wizardry, don't we?
No, that was it. Right. So there's, you can see there half my roof panels aren't on. And then you look at the next week's view, there's only one panel. Look at the difference it makes.
Yes. Makes a whole lot of difference.
Ugly 1/3 at the back. But it's, yeah, what a difference.
Yeah.
So, what an issue.
And that's this week's finished view. Compare them both.
Yeah. There we are.
So mine pretty much does look like that, apart from a bit more masking tape in there. And I say these are the holes I've just covered. These are the screws that aren't. You say you couldn't get 3 of them in.
I think it was 3 of them at the rear on my bus, yeah.
But then they went in once you got the back
Rear framework on, yes. Yeah.
So I'm really not worried then.
And then the rear framework held it in place anyway, because you do screw through the rear framework into that frame right at the very back.
Which is probably then going to push this plastic bit into place.
Yes.
We can give that a go then, can't we?
Yes.
But to be honest with you, they overdo the screws on this, don't they?
Yeah, they do, yeah.
To put this on, 9 screws to stick that little panel on.
Yeah.
You know, the screws are probably going to weigh more than the panels.
Yeah, absolutely.
Quite exaggeration there.
No, not really. They do make a difference to the weight of the bus.
Yeah, yeah. I bet they do if you held or well, actually, lifting my this box, this only contains the spare screws.
Yeah.
And that's got a weight to it.
Yes,
You know,
absolutely.
Yeah. 1 screw, well, it's probably about 3 screws a week on it. There. So there's what, 200 screws? Oh,
yeah, easy.
Wait for that. Right. Okay. Are we happy then with that issue?
Yeah, if you are.
Yeah.
Right. Let's put some lights on now. So, no, you have to put just me. You can all come on.
Does anybody else think Penny's going to be sleeping in her computer chair tonight?
I think so, yeah.
I will be. I've been doing a little bit more work on the bed. And, or do you know what? I've just spent about 4 hours and all I did was I put one pin in. And that was it. But what's really funny was I spent about an hour measuring to try and get it right. I used spirit level and everything. And it turns out the panel at the top is about 2 millimeters out. And at the bottom, it's about 2 inches out.
Yeah.
That's a considerable difference.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, lovely. Right. So, I have a question for everyone. I'm glad we've ended up having everyone everyone on the stream. So, question for you. As you went into 2020, obviously certain situations we'll ignore, but as you went into 2020, what was your expectation in terms of hard working, and did you achieve it?
Oh, yes and yes. Yeah, personally, I achieved finishing, well, 2 of our buses, yeah. My expectations was that I would get the other one done. I didn't get it done. My bus in particular, my East Yorkshire one, but it's not that far off. You know, it's probably just a few good weeks, maybe three to 4 weeks work, and that's going to depend on weather more than anything else. Because I can't spray in this weather because it's just too cold and too horrible. So, but yeah, the expectations I had of finding a cabinet and placing them in the room in a cabinet haven't come to fruition yet. But I'm getting there. I'm thinking of different things. So I'm thinking of different things. And my expectations for 2021, I'm not going to tell you them right now because I've got a stream coming up shortly where I'll be revealing a few things that I'll be doing in 2021.
Nice. Look forward to that.
Yeah.
So, little sneaky plug there, but we don't mind with Dave. So, Mark, you've started 2 new builds in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
You finished one, or you finished one in 2020, didn't you? No, you haven't finished the bus yet, have you?
No.
But you started in 2020.
So I went into 2020 just building the X-Wing.
Right. Oh, so have you done a catch-up with the Terminator then?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm up to date with the Terminator.
You've one build and you come out doing 4.
So I came into 2020 doing the X-Wing. I'm now doing 5 more.
Right.
But love it, still enjoying it. You know, it's always a challenge, and you know, I didn't think I'd have the amount of subscribers I have by the end of 2020.
Yeah, because you hit 1,000 this year, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I think we got this message when I was still in bed. Oh, guess what, guys? I got 1,000 subs.
Yeah. So, but I suppose the Partworks have kept me sane this year, especially when we went into major lockdown. That really did help. So, my expectations for 2021 is I'm probably going to be bankrupt by all the Partworks.
I'm certainly heading that way. There's a couple of goals I'd really like to do, and I keep making the mistake of looking at them. I really want to do that Thunderbird one, and there's a couple of Agora model ones. I really want to do the Bismarck. I bought the Bismarck model kit, so that at least I'm doing a Bismarck, and I'm convincing myself that it's better to have a Tirpitz and a Bismarck with 1 to 350 scale than it is to have a 1 to 200 scale with whistling bells and sirens and things moving and going in it. Because motors and lights and that's boring, isn't it? Let's just have us 2 smaller kits. I keep telling myself.
Yeah.
So what about you, Adrian or Steve?
Steve, do you want to go first?
Yeah. Well, I started just, as you said, last year was just building the Routemaster. Just watching on YouTube, just mind my own business, you know what I mean? Like putting the odd photograph and this is what I'm doing. And then it's sort of being asked to come on the show. which just opened up a whole new, opened up everything then. And I think that pushed my Routemaster build further up then, because I was looking for mods, looking for things to do, where I probably would have just built it as a standard model with a little few things touched up. But with like with the people I've met now, they've said, well, why not do this? I know we laugh about it, but it's nice to someone say, have you thought about that?
You've gone into 2020 as a Partwork builder, and then you come with someone that just wants to push their skills a little bit more.
Well, I've always done model making in the past, but time and life sort of pushes it to one side. So the Routemasters sort of brought it back, you know. As he says, look, that was my lockdown project number one, and now this is lockdown project number 2. You know, so they're both sort of stuff I've not been doing, you know. And then, like I said, I've joined the Model Bus Federation as well, which I used to be a member many years ago, but you know, it's just things where it's like it's brought me interest, because before I stopped making models and I was just collecting them. You just collect them, but now I've got that bug back where you want to make something more unique. You know, I know a model, you can make a model kit and you do anything, but it's your own stamp, isn't it, sort of thing. So that's true. I mean, I'm going into looking forward to doing. Obviously, I want to do more model kits because I want to make a diorama, so I can display my models on and maybe go to any shows or anything in the future. I know they've been asking me to join the Zooms and stuff like that for the model bus people, so I might end up doing that. Taking my Routemaster out to shows as well. Even though there's a lot, we see in this group, we've got a lot of them. I suppose if you spread them thinly across the country, there's not a lot of them, are there?
There's not many, no.
You know, so I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm hoping the Stobart wagon comes out, or maybe the Hogwarts. So we can, because I had the bug of every Wednesday, making sure I got my duties swapped, and I was here ready for, and I quite enjoyed someone talking to you, building a Partworks.
I think that's what I enjoy with it. It's you know, whether we're a community centre on a weekly meet, you know, we have the bus building club, or we're sitting here online. It's all, oh, how you doing today, Dave? Yeah, I'm fine. What about you, Penny? Yeah, oh, today I'm struggling with this. Or what I did was this. And I think that's the club, isn't it?
It is, but again, you sort of don't realise the pressure sometimes. You know, you sort of do something thinking, well, I'll just do this little mod, and then you get nice feedback, and then all of a sudden on the Facebook group, somebody else is doing your idea, and you're thinking, wow, someone else is having a go at it now. And then it takes that idea and then changes that idea, and before you know it, it's like the David Buckingham bases wouldn't want to know anything about that unless you would have said, this is the base we've been given. You know, the sidelight mod wouldn't to know nothing about that. You know, so it's all, as you said, it's been interesting sometimes with different people's views. Some people getting hot under the collar because it's not been done right, or that's not been done right, and then you've got to step back sometimes and say, it's a model. You know what I mean? It's what you want at the end of the day.
I think to a lesser extent, I think I was a little bit guilty of that. You know, it's not so much about the accuracy, but one of the things that used to bother me was, oh, we've got nothing to do this week. And what I'm starting to look at, what helps me actually, is whenever I get a duff issue, I kind of look at 2 weeks behind and 2 weeks ahead. And I'm especially finding that with the Ecto 1 and the Fiat. They give you massive parts. And you think, wow, I've got an awful lot of material this week. And then like the next week, you'll get a gear stick and 2 reflectors. And okay, I've picked up my screwdriver and I've turned that screwdriver this week, so I've done something. But you look at the profit. I mean, obviously the companies who make these artworks, they have to make a profit. And you look at some issues and you think, how on earth have they made a profit this week? And then the next week you're thinking, they ripped me off. No, over the course of, but the way we look at this is we have to look at the whole build. Yeah.
But it's like the figures into it, how much people will go, oh, $8.99 for a figure, rip off. But as you said, if you balance it over the 130.
Yeah. But that
It's
is
not that bad.
the tiny figures that I was buying this big, 15 quid.
Well, did someone work it out? How many parts, how much it would cost per issue?
Yeah, it was like
was it like 98 pence a part or something?
Yeah, 98.
Yeah,
Jim McVitie, I think it was.
Yeah.
So when it's broke down like that, you go, it's not bad, that is it? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I see. Yeah. That's
because, as you said, in one issue you get your $8.99s worth, but the next issue it's like, as you said, one panel and a window, and you're thinking, whoa, been ripped off here.
Yeah.
But you have to sort of level it out across the whole
build. Yeah.
I mean, when I first started this, I tried to rate the issues based on the number of parts that you get, the number of inaccuracies in the magazine. There's about 4 or 5 different things I rated it on. And I very quickly realised I'm making a big mistake there, because especially when I was doing the Harley, where the parts that you get for the Harley Davidson were so big, how on earth could you rate that out of 10? And it needs to give you 10 parts to get a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
You're telling me that if you got 10 of these, right, that gives it a 10 out of 10 rating. But if you got a big wheel the size of it, that only gives it 1 out of 10. That's what you've got. Well, how is 10 of these 10 times better than a big wheel like this?
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't really work. But you have to, and I think, well, let's have a look at the parts and say, what would that cost me if I bought a spare part? If it was on sale, spare part, blah blah blah. But I mean, we had the big hoo-ha when this all came out. Some guy was, he was going, it should be outlawed and this, that, and the other. And it's, £1,300. To be honest with you, I think that's worth £1,300. If that was not fully assembled, on sale, here's a great big model. Yeah, I think £1,000.
But it's such a shame how they're only going for about 500 now, aren't they, on eBay? It seems to like...
Yeah.
I don't know if that's just supply and demand or because they had little faults with them, like my electrics don't work or that.
Yeah.
But you're just thinking, wow, one went for 500 quid. It's not even covered his costs.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the thing. I mean, I know with the miniature painting world, if you buy a figure on second hand, it's worth about the shop price if it hasn't got a lick of paint on it. The second the paintbrush touches it, it's pretty much worthless until it's finished, when you could demand up to 10, 20 times the price for it, depending on the paint job.
Yeah.
With this bust right now is worth a couple of £100 because it's unfinished.
Yeah, it's unfinished.
Once I've got that last screw in and it works perfectly, there's nothing wrong with it, I reckon it's worth at least 2, 3 times what I paid for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's
I mean, I was chuffed bits when one of the obviously subscribers was, mentioned, it messaged me and said, I like your bus, can I buy it? I thought, I've only just finished it, you know what I mean? I like to keep it myself.
nothing wrong with asking to buy something.
Well, no, I was flattered. It was brilliant. It was like, I've seen it on your on the the sort of Routemasters show, and can I buy it? It's like, no, I've only just made it. You know what I mean? But as I said, he got sorted out. So there's a few more came up. They seemed to all come up at once, didn't they?
Yeah. There was a few that came up for sale.
But I think now that those first ones have been sold, and obviously there'll be. I mean, I've looked at the price of the issues. You're going to be hard pushed to buy any individual issue for less than 25 quid.
Yes.
I mean, is it 75 went for it? Was it 100 or something like that? Did it go for some stupid money?
Well, issue 80, wasn't it? Issue 80 went for a lot of money.
Yeah.
As soon as that Routemaster was finished, everything was accelerated until the prices went up on the issues.
Yeah, and that's the problem with these Partworks is that happens a lot, doesn't it? I mean, I was very interested in going to be building the Hachette Lancaster, and then as soon as I found out there was no builds available, and the Partworks that were on eBay were accelerated in price, I thought, nah, forget that. It's far too dear.
Yeah. Well, you'll find complete set of issues on sale on eBay in about 5-10 years.
Yeah.
Sell for 200-300 quid.
Yeah.
But as I said, I've had mine on display. Go on, I have mine on display in my front room, and every time I get visitors, it's like, "What's that? What's that?" You know what I mean?
Everybody loves my bus, and it's not even nearly finished.
Yeah.
It's is it the size? Is it what it is? Is it the colour? Or is it a combination of them all?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Currently on eBay, there's an issue 75 and it's priced up at $89.99.
Oh my goodness me.
The thing is, though, there's pricing and there's selling.
Yeah.
Now, I've bought things on eBay, or I've gone for things, hang on a sec. I've looked at things and I've made offers on them, and they've gone, no, it's worth so-and-so. And I'm like, no, it's on eBay for this price. It doesn't mean it's worth it.
No.
The fact that it's been, if you have like a 10-day auction and you price, I don't know, if I could put issue 1 on for 100 quid, put it on a 10-day auction, 5 minutes before the end, there's not a single bid on it. Just because it's on there for 100 quid, obviously doesn't mean it's worth it, does it?
No, it doesn't. No.
It's only worth it if someone will pay for it.
Exactly, yeah.
When I had to replace the first 10 issues of my Flying Scotsman, and where there were, some of the issues were quite expensive, like 12 quid an issue, which, given that the cover price was about 5 quid when it came out, was a lot. But there was like one of the issues, it was like you had an issue for 25 quid, and someone else was selling the same issue for 12 quid. I only bought the 12 quid one because it was cheaper than the 25. Had there been for a tenner, I would have. I learned this principle with cars. A car isn't actually worth what they claim it's worth. It's worth what someone's willing to pay.
Yeah.
You don't got the 5 grand of advertising your 20 grand BMW for. It's not worth 5 grand, is it?
No.
I'll catch up on this chat.
Yeah.
There's quite a bit.
Yeah.
So Geordie Dave says Newcastle 0, Liverpool 0. Full time we held up well against Liverpool.
Yeah.
John's Ball Making says, well done, Penny. You have been framed. Peter Whitlock says, how is your sailing ship build coming on, Penny?
It's in storage at the moment. It will be continued. But obviously I've given myself an awful lot to do, and I've prioritised what I'm doing. obviously there's a few builds I want to finish. Terminator, I think, will finish next. And then I'm gonna see how it goes. It might be ready to come out again. It might be have to stay in a little bit longer.
Okay. Dave Mack says, I'm going to say goodnight, guys. Great live stream and build. A big thumbs up to you, Penny. Have a great new year, and I'll see you on the next live stream.
Yeah.
Flip J says, my 2021 would nice to get my Fiat build back.
Yeah, I don't understand why yours has got run into problems. And apart from one time when they had supply issues, I've had no problems with my Fiat.
No. John the Boilermaker says, good night, everyone, and Happy New Year.
Good night, John. Happy New Year.
Georgie Day says, 2021, hope the Eddie Stobart truck comes out.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Peter Top.
I think it's Eddie Stobart's going to come out roughly when the Terminator finishes.
Yeah, maybe.
Dave says me. Oh, sorry, Peter Willett says to Geordie Dave, me too.
Yeah.
P40F20, great show tonight. Dream Team.
Thank you.
We're missing Horlicks, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
Christine says, Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year, darling.
Geordie Dave says, great show. Good night, everyone.
Good night, Dave. Take care now.
And Mike Tedstone says, total rip-off on eBay. Seeing PS5 on there for 1,050. It is in Smith's for 360.
Yeah, that's a price. I think 360 quid for PS5 is too much, but you'll get people that have to have the latest tech on the day.
Yeah.
One strings apart, do they, Horlicks? But I'm happy. I mean, I'm the kind of person, I go into game and I buy pre-owned section. Let someone else lose the main value on it, and I'll just have to wait 6 months. But, got to pick up that comment. Without Horlicks, you're just an oval team. I would have referred to as an oval team. That was a bit of an honour back in the day, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Waiting for Dave now to spring in to sing it again. Is it what's that? We are the oval team.
We are the oval team. So you share our joy. Da, 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 da. Yeah.
What's worse? You knew all the words. Right.
Yeah,
so
because they went like that, didn't they?
I'm going to wish you all a happy new year. I'm not going to state the obvious and say that I hope 2021 is better than this year, because I don't think it could be. Well, no, I'm not going to talk that one up. So let's hope it's a fabulous 2021. And I will see you all in a year's time.
Yeah.
Who's next to say goodbye? Oh, we haven't done the YouTube schedule.
I know, I've got it up.
Yeah, well, you might as well do it, Mark, because I always laugh when you do the YouTube schedule for one reason or another.
Right. So Thursday, which is tomorrow, there is no stream at all. And it will be Happy New Year. Friday, it says Horlicks Terminator 8 p.m. with a question mark, so I don't think that's been confirmed yet.
So Horlicks will be the first of our gang to do a 2021 stream.
Yeah. Then Horlicks again on Saturday evening at 8 p.m. doing the Spitfire issue 3 and 4.
But I think that's wrong.
Yes,
we could be wrong on that one.
5 and 6, because we're sure he did 3 and 4 on his last stream.
Yeah.
Unless he's going to take it all off and put it back on again.
Yeah. And then Sunday is Build with Adrian, and he's doing the Spitfire issue 41 and 42 at 8 o'clock on Build with Adrian's channel. And then on Monday, it's Chris Davies' World, Ecto 1 issue 3 stage 6 at 8 o'clock. And then Build the Camper Van Tuesday evening at 7:30 p.m. with Build with Adrian.
Yeah.
There we go.
And that takes us to Wednesday afternoon, which I believe is me and Julie.
Yes.
And possibly Natasha. If
yes.
she's enough.
Yeah, jolly good.
So
Well, does it remain for us to now say our goodbyes, or?
sorry, yeah, I don't think it's right to say goodbyes before we've done the YouTube schedule. So kind of jumped there, didn't I? And I do apologise, guys. So, any order you like.
Well, go on then, Mark.
So, just want to wish everybody a happy new year. Hope you have a good one. Let's hope 2021 is a lot better than 2020, because I'm writing off this year. I really am. It's done me in. So, good night, everybody, and I'll see you on the next one.
And we'll go back to that one. It feels like I'm taking over here, but I'll go next. So, happy New Year to you all. From me and Chris.
Just a penny.
Thanks for joining Penny tonight. And please give Penny a nice good thumbs up. And we'll see you on the next one. Take care out there. Hands, face, as we all know. And all the best wishes for 2021. Let's hope it's far better than 2020. Goodbye. See you in 2021.
Right, I'd like to say next.
Oops.
Oh. Clicking
Right.
it back.
Right, yeah, good Bill, Penny. I'm glad you managed to finish this segment off from this year. Hopefully next year you manage to complete it all.
Oh, I think that's Steve-O next, then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Last but certainly not least.
Oh. Well, I know we're cabing halfway through the show, but it was nice to pop in and say hello to everybody. Happy New Year to everybody. Hopefully we'll have a better 2021. And, keep modelling. And that's what keeps us all together. So, yes, again, I will see you next year.
Take care. Bye-bye then, everyone. Have a great day.
And I will say, one good thing to come out of 2021, I've met some fabulous people, some fabulous friends that I call family.
Do you know what, Mark? It's a coincidence you say that, but I met a fabulous guy this year, and I'm so glad I did.
Thank you.
Right. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
See you now.
Bye-bye.
Bye.